Hi everybody. I'm gonna try and make this video without crying. Sorry about the red lips. I was drinking some fruit juice and it stained my mouth apparently. This is now the third night in a row that I'm alone, that he has left me to sleep in the other room and thrown a tantrum. I'm starting to see something about him that I don't know if I can put up with anymore. I have made a lot of excuses for him and always gave the excuse that he was autistic, so therefore can't help himself, but I'm starting to believe that he is just absolutely incapable of being a decent human being. The last 2 nights, both ended up alone for simply asking him to spend time with me. That's it. And that turned into him getting pissed off, him demanding I leave, him telling me that I'm a piece of shit and get the hell out of his house. All because I said we hadn't seen each other in 2 days. I would like to spend some time together. When is that going to happen? You know, I try and not let it bother me anymore when he is just a complete asshole, but it really hurt my feelings, and I cried a lot for 2 days straight, and for just simply asking, I want to spend time together, I miss you, my love tank is empty, I need to spend some time with you. And tonight he took me out to a bar. We were going to have dinner and have a couple drinks. And after we ordered our food, he starts saying that my breath is so bad and started to demand that I go out to the car and use this little bottle of mouthwash that he keeps in there just for me when I had bad breath. Now, if people are watching this for the first time, I have never in my entire life been told that I have bad breath, but he is obsessed with this idea that I have horrendous breath. And I told him, babe, you're embarrassing me. We're in public. Like, what the hell? Like, we were just about to get our food, you know? And he's like, I don't care. You're being disrespectful of me. I'm not going to breathe your breath. Go out there and use the mouthwash or I'm leaving. And I'm like, "You're embarrassing me. Stop." And then he, he counted down from 5. He goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He stood up. Went and paid for our food, closed his account, and fucking left me there. I was so humiliated. I was so humiliated. Our food came, and I was so embarrassed, and I was sitting there crying like, oh my God, I can't. I can't believe that he would actually that he would actually be so cold-hearted that he could do this to me. And I thought, he's just probably outside for a minute. He'll come right back in. No. He was literally clear down the street walking home. I got up and didn't even touch the food and left. I was so absolutely embarrassed as hell. And it was really, really just like I'm just so I'm starting to see that he has absolutely no remorse ever. He can never say he's sorry. He can never admit when he's wrong. He can never apologize when he hurts my feelings. He can listen to me sob. Sob for hours. And he will yell at me to shut the fuck up so he can get some sleep. Like, there is never, ever, ever an apology. And I'm so sorry, or I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Like, never. He doesn't do that. He used to do that. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with him, because he used to chase me and apologize and own up when he was mean and rude, and now he just has no filter, no remorse, no care, no feeling. He is completely heartless and mean and cruel. And I cried for a long time tonight. And what does he do? He finally comes out, starts rubbing my back, and then starts mocking me and laughing at me that he did nothing wrong. I was the one that was disrespectful. I was the one that was disrespectful to him, and he wasn't going to waste his time because no one's going to force him to sit by them for a whole hour and smell their smelly breath while you're eating food. That no one was going to disrespect him like that, and that he was going to up and leave, and I was the one that was wrong, and I did nothing wrong. I mean, that he did nothing wrong. When I met him, that was one of the reasons that I trusted him. I had never ever had anybody who cared so much about me and so much about my feelings. Who would drop work in the middle of the day to talk to me, to make things right between us. And then, as the time has gone on, he has just gotten less and less and less and less. It went from him chasing me the moment he knew he fucked up to, then he would wait a few hours and then he would come and apologize. And then it got to, he would just slip into bed at 2 in the morning and act like nothing happened and wouldn't even apologize anymore. Then it turned into, he would come to bed at like 7 in the morning and not apologize and just act like everything's fine and it's okay to treat me the way that he treated me the night before. And now he doesn't even come to bed at all. He has absolutely doesn't care. He will sleep in the other room day. This is the third day. The third day. He has no care, no remorse, no sorry. He has no apologies. He never ever thinks he's done anything wrong. It's always, I'm in the wrong, I'm disrespectful, I'm this horrible piece of shit. That's his favorite thing to call me, is I'm a piece of shit. Always trying to kick me out, constantly telling me to leave, constantly telling me to get the fuck out of his house. Like, who treats somebody this way? Who the hell treats somebody this way? I asked him earlier today, I said, did he really treat his ex-wife this way too? You know what he said? He said, well, she used to just cry and cry and cry, and the more that he tried to comfort her, the more she cried, so he just ended up giving up and decided, why bother? And then he said that was a turning point in his relationship that she constantly commented on when he stopped caring. And I said to him, I said, so you fucked up one marriage and now you're going to do it to me too? You're going to do the exact same thing to me that you did to her? And he says, well, he's not mean to me. He doesn't do anything wrong with me. That there's nothing that he's ever wrong at all. And I'm starting to see how absolutely selfish and childish and immature as he really is. He wants to blow all of his money on gambling. He never cleans up after himself. He never can apologize for anything when he's wrong. He is one of the most self-centered people I have ever met in my entire life. And for all the people out there who have put up with this for years and years and years and years, I am so sorry. I wouldn't treat my worst nightmare the way that he has treated me. And you know what sucks? People might be asking themselves, well, why have I stayed? Why have I stayed, right? You know, I'm completely stupid if I stay after I let somebody treat me this way, right? One, I don't give up on people easily. It's probably stupid on me. And second of all, he's either really, really bad to me, or he's really, really good to me. And when he's good, it's easy to justify the bad. I asked him tonight, when he was trying to play off like he did nothing wrong and leaving me in the restaurant was completely, just fine, and he did absolutely nothing wrong to me. I said, you really, honestly, don't feel bad, do you? At all. And he said, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't feel bad one bit. He's like, so what? I said, because you don't leave people in public that you go out with. You don't just leave them and abandon them. And he's like, I don't care. He said, I don't care. I don't care if it makes you mad. I don't care if other people are humiliating you. I don't care if you're hurt. I don't care. Doesn't bother me one bit. I wasn't going to sit there and smell your nasty breath. Like, I am seeing, and this hasn't just started, as time goes on, I am seeing this hateful, absolutely hateful, self-centered attitude come out of him. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. Absolutely nobody. Only cares what he wants to do. He only cares what he wants to spend his money on. He only cares what he thinks. He doesn't care if he's hurting someone's feelings. He doesn't care if he's hurting people's feelings. He doesn't care if people think he's rude. He doesn't care. He knows he has Asperger's. He knows that he doesn't know these social things. And instead of trying to learn and be at least a little bit humble that, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this wasn't appropriate. It's just absolutely cold stone hatefulness. Pure hate. He is either the most sweetest, adorable teddy bear or the most hateful, disgusting person I've ever in my entire life met. I don't have any words of wisdom right now. I don't have any encouraging thoughts. I promise to give you guys the truth. I promise to tell you guys exactly how it happens in my life. And anybody else that is going through this, it is lonely. It is lonely. You feel like you can't talk to anybody. You can't tell your family. If I vent to any family members, they think he's a horrible monster. And how do you justify staying with a horrible monster? Because I know that I don't deserve this. I know I don't deserve to be treated like this. I know that I deserve to be treated with respect. And I know that if you love somebody, you don't do this shit to them. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. Everyone always told me Aspies are the most selfish people in the world, and I'm seeing the truth of that. I honestly am. It's all he cares about is himself. Doesn't care about anybody but himself. I'm sorry for the people that are in this situation. I don't know what's going to happen. My brain is spinning, and I know that I don't deserve to be treated like this. Nobody deserves this. So until we speak again, I hope you're having a better day than me.